Hey guys, this video is meant to share some ideas for entertaining kids. Now, I quit my full-time job after my child was born because I wanted to spend as much time together as possible. But that being said, social distancing since this whole pandemic has started has made everything seem 100 times more challenging. A lot of our options have become so limited, so today I want to share some hacks that have been successful for keeping my little one entertained indoors in case it may be helpful for anyone else, so let's jump right in. So first of all, I want to start off by saying supervise, supervise, supervise. I am not in any way a certified child care expert, and my child has proven to me that he can find unbelievably creative ways to get himself into trouble. So just don't leave your child unattended when exploring any of these options. One hack that I feel comes in handy is to use party decorations. I have tons of seasonal and party supplies in my storage, and I found that pulling them out and setting them up into little fun areas makes for an exciting change. And I have to say, my kiddo was so surprised to see when I hung some balloons from some string in what was otherwise an ordinary hallway, and he had a blast just swatting at the balloons, and these particular ones had colorful confetti inside, which was a nice little bonus. And honestly, it also put me in good spirits too. I love to entertain, but until things are safer and social distancing rules can be relaxed, it felt so nice to be able to use some of my decor and just have a fun little change in the house.
You like it, baby? Balloon. Kick. Yeah. Up.
Another thing that we do is try to find alternate ways to use existing items. So we bought this wagon a while back as just kind of a fun way to transport our kiddo around. This particular one had a lot of great features that actually allowed us to reuse it in a way similar to a kitchen helper, counter stool type of device. So we sort of anchored it in place with an ottoman that we already had and unzipped one of the wall flaps down and closed it inside the lid of the ottoman to prevent any gaps. And this actually allows our kiddo to climb in and out and reach counter height to be more involved in whatever is going on in the kitchen area. And again, this definitely requires supervision, but it has been something that our particular child gets a lot of use out of. And another item that we have explored an alternate use for is the pack and play. I feel like most people who have kids own a pack and play, and all we really did here was laid it on its side, and it has become a whole new area for our kiddo to play in. He really has a lot of fun just climbing in and out of it. It's like his own little cubby, and he can store all of his toys in there, and it sort of serves as like a ball pit. And when his little friends used to have play dates together, they all used to go in and out of it, and it's just something about it. It's just like fun for kids. Something else that we have found an alternate use for are sprinkles. So our child loves to play with balls, just like most kids. But one day while I was baking, I came across some sprinkles and I decided to give him one of the small round ones. And you guys, I could not believe how long he stayed busy with it. I didn't actually tell him it was food, so his first instinct wasn't to put it in his mouth. I do know sometimes he does tend to do that. So because this is an edible, non-toxic, and tiny little sprinkle, I wasn't really worried about it being a choking hazard or anything, in case that does happen. But I also feel like it's good for helping to develop fine motor skills because it is so small. And he spent so much time just playing with it, putting it in little cups, bouncing it around on the floor, on the counter. I really, really love this hack. It is one of my favorites. It's so affordable and just super simple. also, I think it's a pretty commonly known fact that kids can have a lot of fun with boxes. So sometimes what I do is get different types of gift boxes and just different things, containers that open in different ways. And I try to create a tempting little detour for my kid in the morning. So when we come downstairs, I just have some of his toys hidden away in these boxes, and I kind of get my toddler busy with that activity, and it buys me some time in the morning so I can work on making his breakfast. And I feel like it's good for him to just practice using his hands in different ways and using different latches and exploring, and it's just a nice little activity that can kind of help keep the kids busy whenever you need to have your hands available for something else.
Happy face.
And my favorite hack of all is to rearrange the furniture in your home. So once our options became so limited because of the pandemic, we wanted to focus on stimulating and entertaining our child in any way possible. And for us, this meant that our house stopped looking so aesthetically pleasing, but honestly, it was a small price to pay. We don't have the biggest house, so we pushed our dining table and coffee table on the side and opened up space for him to play. We also piled up our sofa cushions and pillows into piles for him to climb around on. And something about changing the layout of the space is just exciting and refreshing for kids, and it encourages them to find new ways to play. We also purchased this inflatable lounger, and at the time that we bought it, we paid about $75, and we weren't 100% sure if we would use it for our deck area or for water someday in the future, which is what it's designed for. But we figured it'd be a good item to purchase that could serve multiple purposes and be deflated for easy storage when it wasn't in use. Well, guess where it ended up? Yup, our living room. You guys, I know this may look and sound crazy, but this has been like the best purchase ever. I can't even begin to calculate how many hours of fun our child has had playing on this thing. Right side up, upside down. We've used it in so many different ways. He gets great exercise on it. But I'll say it again, supervise, 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 because our kid can definitely get wild and try crazy stunts with this one. But it has been so worth the money and so worth the giving up a little space in our living room for him to just be able to have fun at home. So I'll probably go ahead and end this video here today. It is getting a little lengthy, but I hope it's helpful for others, and I really would love to hear any ideas from you guys about how you entertain your kiddos at home in the comments. I'll be posting some more videos related to this topic because I feel like we are always trying and sometimes failing at finding new ideas. So let's help each other, and thanks so much for watching.